Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Friday night with the Cuzzz. Humanity Junction, how's it going? Grandpa Rails, Indian Head Valley Railroad, Train Freak, Digger Evans, glad to see you in here. Mystic Southern Railroad, nice to see you in here. Train Freak, Container Man, my little brother. Melvin Fackler, how's it going, buddy? Schuylkill River Valley. Hey John, guess what? I got whatchamacallit working, Da Vinci. Rob, how's it going? Norman Rowe, how's it going? Ralph Greenwood, nice to see you in here. David BNSF N-Scale, nice to see you in here. We're having a couple little difficulties here, as usual. You know, whenever you do a live stream, you get a little difficulties. Stu Structures, Mark, how's it going, buddy? Dwight Curley, nice to see you in here. Ken Do Stuff, Armando, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Cloverdale Rail, how's it going, Marcel? Nice to see you in here. Paul the Carver, nice to see you in here. All right. At least that part is working. I'm having a problem getting in touch with Dave Thurber, who is my guest for tonight. And Sparky is working on that for me, and I appreciate that, Sparky, so thank you very much. Let's see, who do I miss here? Randy, RDNT, how's it going? Nice to see you. And Caboose 121, nice to see you in here. Norman Rowe, nice to see you. Dwayne Fork and Spoon Railroad, nice to see you. You're doing forget it. I'm even losing my mind tonight. It's hot in here. All right, so anyhow, we're going to do some shout outs like I always do. Ron Brights, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. And as you can see, the pictures up there of the cars that I have. They came out really nice, and I appreciate that, buddy. Georgia Sunbelt is in here. I didn't see him, but hello, Anthony. How's it going? Let's see. N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston Division. Roy, how's it going? Nice to see you in here. Why are you run naked? That's Rob. How's it going, Rob? Nice to see you. And I'm sorry if I butchered that up on you. I'm just a little shaken up right now because things aren't going right. Robert Small, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. New Haven Rails. Ron, did you get those decals I sent you, buddy? Train Freak. Jason, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Dwight Curley, nice to see you. Marty M, nice to see you in here. Oh, excuse me. So what do we got? 49 watching, and we're 3 minutes in. Sorry I was late, guys, but like I said, we're having a little technical difficulties. I think we got him now. So let me see if we can get him up here, and we'll be right back. Hello, Mr. Dave.
Hey, Vinny, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Raise your camera up. I can only see your nose and your mouth. There you go. That's a little bit better. Container Man, thank you.
I'm trying to figure this thing out.
Hey, you gave me a whole bunch of wrong information, bud. I tried to get in touch. I was chatting with some guy. I didn't even know who he was.
What's that?
I said you gave me the wrong information for some reason or another. James Galton, how's it going, my friend? I sent you an email to Crooked River and Eastern RR at Gmail, and for some reason my Gmail didn't want to work. So I sent it via my Outlook, and that didn't work either, apparently. So talking with Sparky, and Sparky got it a little straightened out for me. Glad you can make it in, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think, I probably did. It's Crooked River RR at Gmail. There's no Eastern in it.
Okay, maybe that's the problem. Well, I used what you sent me. So
yeah, I probably sent it the wrong thing.
Great.
So how do I split the screen so I can see or will I do that when I actually come on stage? Because all I see is me on the screen right now.
That's it? You don't see me?
Well, I'm like blocking you.
Okay.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah, is that better?
Well, I'm seeing you. Perfect.
I see you now.
Okay, good. All right, let me take care of my business before we go any further, and then we'll come back. So just hang tight, and you sit, make comments if you like to or whatever. Gary Weiss, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Ken Amos, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. CDP 1965, Chuck, nice to see you here. All right, let me do a couple of my short business things that I always do. Kyle Stevens, nice to see you. I'm going to leave the chat for a minute, guys, so just be cool, and I'll be back here in a minute. All right, so you guys know that I always, let me see, let's turn that guy off. We don't need to have him on, and we'll put that one on. All right. Okay, again, I don't have all the fancy stuff going on with my shout outs and stuff like that, but my shout outs for tonight are, the first one I'm going to show you is Shane's Trains. Now, he is doing an expansion on his layout that you guys need to check out. He's really expanding it pretty big. And I think I started something with these people doing all these expansions and stuff like that. Anyhow, also, you guys might want to wish him a happy birthday because it was his birthday yesterday or the day before, I believe. I already wished him a happy birthday, but happy birthday anyhow, Shane. Glad you made another year in life. Anyhow, you guys need to check him out. I think he has 180 subscribers. He could use a lot more. Let's see if we can get him over 200 tonight. We got 58 people in here. I think we can get him up 20 subscribers tonight. All right, so we're going to go to shout out number 2. And this is Can Do Stuff. His name is Armando, and he is doing striping on his roads. And he is doing it really nice job, but he's also doing it the hard way. He's actually painting his lines on and they're coming out really good. But I already told him about highways and byways, and I hope he takes them up and gets a set for him so he can see how easy it is to do the striping on his roads. And again, I want to thank Sparky for getting this handled for me. I appreciate that, little bro. All right. The next one I want to give a shout out to is Mr. Gary Weiss. Now, Gary is building his layout. He's going pretty strong on it. If you guys want to see a lot of my scratch builds, go to his channel and check out all my scratch builds because 90% of the buildings on his layout are built by me. So anyhow, go give Gary a little love and check him out. Tonight, we're also going to give away. I'm going to announce the winners for these guys here. This was from last week. And Steve 87 PSAP, I hope you're in here. If you're not, well, you'll find out later on, I guess. Anyhow, let's move on. Super chats from last week. Container Man 68, Hastings BNSF N-Scale Modeler, Possum Bio, Kevin Brown, Train Freak, Chris Mitchell, Sparky 107, and Miles Junction. Thank you so much, guys. I sincerely appreciate all that. Don't forget to check out Yankee Dabbler, Highways and Byways, Logic Rails, and now Long Shadows Trees. You guys like some trees? Bobby does a really nice job on his trees. I'll let that run for a little bit. All right, so let's see. I think I got all my business out of the way for now. Let's see here first. We all like contests, correct? Well, William A. is having a contest. And Ralph, I didn't tell you about this one. I really didn't want you to go overboard, but if you can, let's post his link up there. He's got 962 subscribers, and he wants to have a contest at 1,000. So, guys, come on, let's see if we can get him up there. What is that, 28 subscribers we need for that? 28, I think. No, 38, right? 38. I'm not good at math, guys. Anyhow, let's see if we can get him up because I like contests, and I hope you guys like contests too. Let's see. Let me look at my notes here. All right. I suppose we can do. I didn't see. Let's see who's in here. Let's see. On this last week is Chat. I didn't see either one of these guys in here. Chasco or Steve 87 PSAP in here. Let me go back to the. Let's go back to here and see if they got it. Digger Evans, Lehigh River Subdivision. How's it going, Ian? Nice to see you in here. Nate, nice to see you. Glad you can make it in. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and announce the winners of these two guys, and I'm going to need addresses, mailing addresses for you guys so I can get these out to you. The winner for the N scale was Chasco. So Chasco, you need to get in touch with me if you can. I didn't see you in here, and hopefully you can get in touch with me somehow. If somebody's got his information, I would appreciate that. And the winner, and I'm really sorry about this, not that he won, but I'll tell you why in a minute. The winner of this is Steve87 PSAP. Now, he did a video this past week where he actually bought some of these, and I wish I could have told him not to buy it yet, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise. Brad, how's it going? Nice to see you in there. Cupola Junction, nice to see you in here. Let's see. Oh, there he is, Chasco. Chasco, you won something, buddy. There you go. You got this. I need your mailing address. And Ralph, could you put up my BNSF6951 at Gmail, please? I would appreciate that. And it seems like I'm talking really fast right now. You got to slow down. Let's see. Can't have enough highways and byways, and I agree with that, because if you're gonna have roads, you need to stripe them and do whatever you can. And Dave will tell you that Dave, you use highways and byways also, don't you? Uh-oh, what happened? Device is not connected. Uh-oh, I think we lost him. Well, I don't know what happened to him. He just poof, went away. All right, so let's see. Let's mark that off that I got that done. Done. All right. I am going to give you guys a heads up about the two cars that you see behind me there, which is anniversary cars between me and Yankee Dabbler. Hold on a minute. Screw you, Ralph. Roy, I'm smoking no weed. What are you talking about? Let's see. Make sure I got everybody. I think I got everybody in here. What do we have? 68? All right. That's cool. All right. These are the rules for the contest. Number one, you need to be a subscriber. And number two, when you enter the contest, your answer will be anniversary HO, anniversary N. Okay, you got that? And the email that it's going to go to, hey JD, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. The email it's going to go to is bnsf6951 at outlook.com. If it goes to any other email, I'm not going to go searching for it. So if you guys want to enter the contest, that's the email you need to use. It's going to start. In fact, you guys are getting a heads up, because you can actually start tonight, when I'm actually going to make a video tomorrow for the rest of the YouTube family. How's it going, Robert? Flying Crow, Tom's Changing Things. Hey, you're early, buddy. I got to be early on yours now, right? Let's see. Flying Crow, Robert, how's it going, my friend? KRP Models. Corey, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. All right, so the contest officially is going to start tomorrow, and it's going to run through September 5th. And then on my live stream, or not on my live stream, I'm going to do a drawing on September 12th for the winners. Now, remember, it's anniversary HO, anniversary N. Okay, those are the only ways I am going to accept contestants for this contest. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do the old-fashioned numbers in a hat and pull it out, and whoever wins, wins. I'll do an HO, and I'll do an N scale. Let's see. Who do I got in there? Golfer, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. All right. I think that's all of this stuff here. Yeah, that's done. Now, not now, guys. And you're sending it to the wrong place. Let's see. Copy link and send it to messenger. Okay, or put link in. Okay, we did that already. Yeah. What was that? Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. All right, Dave's back. How you doing, Dave? Glad to see you make it back.
This technology thing is not my friend.
I know, it's like all kinds of stupid stuff happening. Anyhow, I just announced my giveaway for the 2 boxcars that I have that I'm going to be giving away.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can see you.
You can't hear me?
No, I was able to hear and see you and listen, but I couldn't get back in.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
So
Gotcha.
I was
here. Sparky's saying not his friend either.
Oh, man.
Anyhow, I wish we could have got together just before this went on so I could have told you exactly what we're going to be doing.
Sorry about that.
But that's okay. We'll just go.
Yeah, we'll wing it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll wing it. I mean, I have a few questions for you.
I might have some answers.
You guys, look, I'm getting messages here that you guys want to enter the contest. Now, first of all, this is the wrong place to be sending it. Oh, wait. No, maybe it's not. Hold on. Let me check and see where it's going. Okay, anniversary, and send for. Okay. All right. We're all good. I thought it was just coming. I didn't know I had my Outlook on this phone. All right. Mini email. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. They have the name of the person in dark letters, but what the comment is, they have in very light letters, so I have to kind of lean over to see what it is. Besides, I'm getting old and blind. Anyhow, you ready, Dave?
Yeah.
All right. So, what or who got you into doing live streams?
What or who got me in the live streams? Well, started out by watching you and Sparky and some other guys, but you and Sparky mainly. Just watching your live streams, and then once the On Track Tuesday guys came up with their stuff, it was Wilmer, it was Tony, Ben, and Creative Rails, and Tom Pilling.
Right.
So when they were announced that Tom had to drop out, I asked if I could step in and just see how it goes. Fill his seat, keep it warm for him,
Well, it's very hard for Tom and for Roy, both of them, to do live streams because they're always on the road.
Right.
So it's really hard for them to do live streams. And Tom, he gets to visit me whenever he drives through Phoenix also. Not quite as much as Roy. Oh, Rick Bailey, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Okay, next question. What do you like about doing live streams?
Well, I think it connects us really well, and we could, sometimes you don't always follow the chat as much. You still chat with each other as you're listening. I've noticed that too with when I'm on live. It's hard to follow the chat. I don't know how you do it, but it's hard to follow the chat. Well,
it's hard. And, like I just said, the name of the person, when it comes up in the chat, it's in dark letters, but the actual comment is in lighter letters. So that's why you see me leaning over like that, because, I can't. First of all, my eyes are not that good. And so for me to actually see the comment, I have to lean over. Let's see. I can relax now.
Even as a spectator, it's still kind of hard because the chat's still going by.
Yeah.
And you're going to catch it and you're saying hi and you just start throwing names in there because you're trying to say hi to everybody. And, you still want to say individual people too because, it's more personal that way.
Right. And I tried to say hello to everybody. In fact, I know I missed a few people in here. I'm seeing as they go by. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got everybody right there right now. I'm just looking up the list here.
Yeah, hi everybody, by the way.
In case you guys don't know, this is Dave Thurber, and his railroad is Crooked River and Eastern Railroad. Guys need to check him out. He does a lot. He does some reviews. He does a lot of running on his layout. He's got an awesome layout. You guys really need to go and check him out. Not in the basement. I'm going to give you a big kiss when you come here, Sparky.
No, boy, don't go there.
All right, next question. What do you dislike about live streams?
kind of dislike some of the same reasons that I like it. The whole trying to keep up with the chat, following what's going on. Like I said, there's been times where I've done, especially on Track Tuesdays, when I did the diorama build. I had no idea what was going on with the chat. And it was, when I watched it back later, it was all over the place, you know. And I've done stuff with building trees and I don't remember, I was talking about a certain plant I was using, and it went all off on the 420 and all that other stuff, you know. It was you guys went way out in the left field somewhere or something, but I couldn't follow it because I was doing stuff, you know. The same thing when you do your builds and you're doing your live builds.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I tell everybody when I'm doing my builds or doing something where I'm looking down on my desk here, I'm not looking at the chat, fellas. You know, I'll have to see what the chat is tomorrow when this becomes a video. That's basically what I say, you know.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's okay with that. You know, I mean, they know that, you know, I can have four eyes, you know, two looking up here and two looking down here. So, yeah. So, and we have a very forgiving community in the chat here. Hello, Art PDRR engineer, and hello, Joe Rada. Good to see you guys in here.
Yeah, I agree. This is a great community, you know, and it's forgiving. You know, I think most everybody gets along pretty well. I don't think I've ever had any issues with anybody. You know, I don't think anybody's really going to say anything mean or derogatory in my chats, you know.
No,
I don't notice that in yours or anybody else's, really.
No, I mean, and that's pretty much the whole thing is like everybody's mind's there, what they're saying, you know, and all that stuff. If they got something to say, so they'll send you a message or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would you consider doing a weekly show versus a monthly show?
I don't know. I think weekly would be kind of rough. There's like I'm on this week just to plug myself for On Track Tuesday. I believe it's my week, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I never have any idea what I'm going to do until I turn the camera on after time, you know. So to do a weekly show like you and like Sparky, I don't know what the hell I even talk about.
Well, that's the reason why.
Maybe a bi-weekly or something, maybe, but.
That's the reason why Sparky Sparky came up with the idea to do these interviews, do these panel discussions, just to see, you know, how everybody's doing and why they're doing it and all that kind of stuff. Because we, as you know, Sparky's been doing his for almost 3 years, and I'm right behind him by about a month and a half or two. So yeah, I mean, after 3 years, you run out of stuff to do. Sometimes I don't have stuff to do until 2 hours before the show.
I can see that. You know, and I don't mind doing like builds and stuff. But again, you can't follow the chat. I don't know if I'm boring people to death because I'm not really involved with the chat at all. And as you can see, I see Italian coming out. I'm going to talk with my hands and everything else, you know. But so I just feel like I'm not engaged with the people in the chat, which I know it's hard to follow along, but you still like to kind of. You know, sometimes I like to just sit here and BS like we're doing, you know, and really about nothing, just talk, you know.
Well. And the other thing is, the people in the chat are actually chatting amongst themselves.
True.
You know, and they're having a conversation, and once in a while they'll pop a question here for either me or for Sparky or for whoever's doing the live stream. They'll pop a question in, and hopefully we'll see it and answer the question.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the same thing, as you can see. I'm using my Italian.
Yeah, it's Italian, man. You can't get rid of it. It's you know, Sparky, and for one, that's popping on the top of my head. He's great as a moderator, and there's been times, especially when I first started with the On Track Tuesday, and you know, the other guys in the group will do the same thing too, but to kind of keep you on track, On Track Tuesday, to keep you on track. Mm-hmm. Like there's a couple times they could kind of feel you sinking a little bit, you know, so I start throwing up questions. Hey, Dave, how about this? You know, and then. He's bailed me out a few times. I know Sparky for sure has.
Yeah, and just before the show, he texted me and asked me if he should ask any questions. And Sparky, if you have any questions and you want to ask, go ahead. And if any of you guys in the chat right now have any questions for Dave, go ahead and ask him. That's why Dave is here. That's why we're doing this interview, to find out why he likes doing all this kind of stuff. SF Return NZ, how's it going, Kevin? Nice to see you in here. Steve 87 PSAP, I mentioned you. You have won. You have won the HO parking lot kit, and I know you just bought it. And I wish I could have told you not to buy it, but okay. You can always use a lot more striping
Oh,
kit
yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
And Highways and Byways is a good product.
yeah. Are you a trained man? How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Glad you can make it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
SP Mike, nice to see you in here. What do we got? With all these new people coming in, it doesn't seem that the numbers are changing. It's still at 68. All right, let's see. Did
Anthony,
you have a worst stream?
was that a worst stream? Oh man, I don't. I think. Well, I kind of want to say like the first one I did with On Track Tuesday. I would say it was my worst one. It was kind of just an introduction one, so it wasn't my worst one. I was probably the most nervous on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of. I don't feel like my last month was very good. I just feel like I had nothing going. I was going to try to do something with that little programmer and show how that works, but then it was acting up. I couldn't get it to work at all, so I just had to kind of spitball and go from there. And it's kind of not great. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint one. There's been so many bad ones.
I don't think so. Not from what I've seen, anyhow.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, if you or I are doing something, or Sparky's doing something, we are actually teaching people how to do stuff. So I think that they're not bored.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm not.
In fact, I had got.
By any means, but I hope that the little tricks that I've learned can help somebody else. You know, maybe somebody that's a little bit behind me in skill level. Not that, like I said, not that I'm some expert, but just that I'm always so hard on myself. I'm always my worst critic. Which one thing I do want to do, I want to get better with like getting better cameras and stuff. I'm always using my phone, which is not terrible, but you know, like right now I'm using my computer camera, so it's kind of I don't know how good it is or not, but I didn't even know the damn thing had a camera to tell you that.
Yeah, most computers do. I don't use mine.
But I know like you have a nice setup camera-wise with a green screen and all that fun stuff. So does Sparky with a bunch of cameras. I love him and you know, how he's got the cameras around the layout. And I never get the guy's name. It used to be Toyman. What is his name? I always want to call him the Angry Canadian, but he's not. He's
Ron.
No, I know he's Ron, but
it's RWC, RWC Toyman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he changed it there a couple times. Right after he got hacked or whatever, but I love when he does his running around the layout videos where he's got cameras all over the different rooms.
Right.
Awesome. And you have that too, I believe. And when you do running,
no, in fact, I was asking Sparky how he was doing his. All of his cameras out. I was surprised that all of his cameras are hardwired. And I didn't think they were hardwired. I thought they were all Wi-Fi done because I have a camera here that's Wi-Fi compatible or capable, and I could put it in my training room. But the problem is I have 2 rooms. And it's hard to follow the train in both rooms, you know, so I'd have to have as many cameras as Sparky does, like, I don't know, 6 cameras or whatever, you know, and just be able to switch them on and off as they go. But I'd have to get like 5 or 6 more cameras, and I can't afford to do that, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And yes, Sparky, my Facebook is open, but I'm not checking my messages right now. Okay, so you had a worse live stream. What was your best live stream?
Well, the first one I did for On Track Tuesday was fun, just because I was introducing myself, and like I said, Sparky kept me on track and everything like that. But I really enjoyed doing that diorama I built. I think a lot of guys enjoyed it. I know it went kind of long. It was probably close to an hour and a half. I tried to do some prep work on that ahead of time to speed things up, but I had fun doing it myself. And I think
question, can you pre-record project clips rather than trying to do projects? I can if I'm using my OBS, I can do that. I don't know about this yet with this StreamYards. I think if I buy the subscription, I'd be able to do a lot more stuff than what I can do with this right now. So to answer your question, Roy, no, I cannot do that here. But if I use my OBS, I can. Hot Rod Rodney, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Who else we got?
I saw the chat go by a little bit ago, and not to get totally off track, but Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt asked why I got into modeling CSX. And, you know, I was a B&O fan originally.
Uh-huh.
And of course, B&O, C&O, Western Maryland, they all became Chessie System, which I like Chessie System as well. And then naturally just, migrated modern into the CSX era. In fact, I've actually been selling off a lot of my Chessie stuff and older stuff to go more modern.
Right. Right. And I tell you, I like the motor power that you're using. In fact, that's going to bring me to my next question. How did you come up with your username?
Oh, the Crooked River in Eastern?
Yeah.
It was weird. I live in Cleveland. It was kind of a long story. I live in Cleveland. The main river that goes through Cleveland from the dumps into Lake Erie is called the Cuyahoga River. I've always been taught that in Native American language or whatever, Cuyahoga meant crooked. So Cuyahoga River, Crooked River.
Uh-huh.
Eastern, because I run more of the eastern seaboard, eastern area of the United States. So that's kind of silly. I had no idea I was going to do any of this stuff. I didn't know it was going to turn out like it is. And, so it's like, the few people I ran it by that I knew in the beginning, were like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And it's kind of you just asked why I came up with that. It was just an interesting little story. So that's basically it.
Hello, John G. How's it going, my friend? Georgia Sunbelt. Nice to see you in here.
And Cleveland used to be the butt of a lot of jokes because of the burning Crooked River. It would always be on fire back in the day because there was so many industries dumping raw sewage into it. And
so is there actually a place, Crooked River?
I think there's a Crooked River brewery down there somewhere. Like a brewery there, a microbrewery or some brewery. I can't even see the word. I don't know if there's actually something named the Crooked River, but it's, like I said, the Cuyahoga River. Cuyahoga means crooked. And whatever native, I don't even know what Indians used to be here, what Native American Indians used to be in this area, to be honest with you.
Right. I have a question from Can Do Stuff. He wants to know if the highways and byways can go around curves. Yes, they can.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very flexible. The striping itself is vinyl with a sticky back. So it's a peel and stick and put it on. I have a few videos on how they're done, and I'm sure there's other guys that have it done. And actually, Mark S is in here also from Highways and Byways. I saw him earlier. Mark and Sismar, how's it going, my friend? And let's see, I got everybody. All right. So let's see. I think we have one more question, and then we'll just chit chat for a while.
Huh.
What would you tell someone that wanted to do a live stream?
I would say do it. I mean, I do mine on my cell phone. I use an iPhone 7 most of the time. Anyways, that's how I've really done it. And that's what I just go right into YouTube and do it, go on. Try to have a topic to talk about, have something, put up some type of a little teaser video or announcement video that you're going to be going on live. And, give it a try. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Worst case, you do another one, or they laugh you out of the site.
And that's the thing. You learn from, every time you do one, you learn a little bit more of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And
I have a big problem with enunciation. If you guys haven't noticed, my voice is very raspy. In my ears, it sounds perfect, but I listen to things back. I'm like, man, I don't even understand what I said there. So I tend to mumble and everything like that too. So that's something I personally have tried to get better at. I've even used I don't have a real mic. I've used earphones, headphones with the mic on it to try to get a little bit better sound, But
and if you intend to get into this a little bit deeper, I mean, the camera that I'm using right now, that was under $200.
Yeah, that's a nice camera.
And the microphone I'm using is also under $200. So for $400, you can get yourself set up.
Yeah. I enjoy doing this, but I don't want it to become, like you were saying about the weekly shows. To me, that would become more like work than fun. Not that it's not fun, but you always be feeling the need to prepare something and have to have something, and hence why you guys are trying to expand and do this type of thing, which is great. I think it's really fun, and I like that idea. Even if you don't do, just live streamers, you can do just individual people, and they can talk about their layouts and stuff, kind of like the YouTube model builders or whoever used to do that. That was on that build show there not too long ago. And that's basically what he did with me. Just, hey, tell me about your layout. What are you up to? Blah blah blah. So even stuff like that, just to get to know each other a little deeper week by week, whether we do live streams or whether we're just fellow model railroaders and want to talk about layouts. And, a lot of us have Facebook pages and that too. And some of us do a lot on there. Like I don't do any live streams or anything or videos on there, but I'll post videos I've made and stuff or share the link to my videos on from YouTube onto my Facebook page. But I feel like there's something going on with YouTube lately. I don't know,
Well, that's another thing I want to talk about. All of a sudden, they decided that they were not going to notify us via Gmail. Now, to me, that's stepping on their own toes. Because if they don't notify us about, let's say, you posting a video, then how do I know that the video is there? And they lose money because their advertisement is not going to get seen either.
Yeah, I wonder why they did that.
So it's kind of stupid on their part for what they're doing, So I don't know. You guys, apparently, all the people, the 77 people that are in here, either know that I do this on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, or they got a notification. Now, I've gotten a few notifications, even though they said they weren't going to be notified, but I did get some notifications about people commenting on my intro video that I did earlier today. So I don't know.
That's the notification I get if somebody makes a comment on something. I did. I haven't gotten many notifications like for Sparky's Wednesday night show, and I hit the bell to all notifications, and then I always get them.
And I've been looking on YouTube. I typed in what's up with the notifications, and I was getting stuff from a year and 2 years ago saying that you had to hit the bell. Well, we all know you got to hit the bell, but what's going on right now? Why are they doing what they're doing right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really stupid.
I don't know if it's political or not. Or why run naked force that is political? I don't know. Maybe. Everything's politically charged right now. I don't want to get into that by any means. But
I'm thinking that all the big guns, the guys who have 18, 20, 25,000, 100,000 subscribers, they're going to stop bitching about it. Excuse my language, but I think they're going to stop because they're not going to make it. The creators are not going to make any money either. If the advertisement doesn't go on, Google loses and the creator loses. So I'm sorry for ranting.
No, it's okay because I was noticing. Who's the guy from Australia? Yeah, but he just said he's deleting his YouTube account this weekend.
Oh, really?
Who was it? I'll see if I can figure it out. Chat amongst yourselves.
Sal Garcia, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. He's starting bench work. That's cool. I think the StreamYard messes up. Let's see. I think the StreamYard. I don't know if it's StreamYard, Sparky. I really don't. I had gotten an email from one of my subscribers over in the UK, and the email was a screenshot of saying that as of August 13th, that Google and YouTube were not going to be sending out notifications, and that if you wanted to get notifications, you had to go and set up something, blah, 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 on your mobile phone or your PC. And I was looking for that, and I could not find it to set my preferences or whatever. So, I mean, if you post videos and I don't comment on it, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault.
Yeah, Change Trains and Walmart also said Jason Wood, JNO.
Oh, J. Okay. Thank you.
I was curious about why.
And the funny thing is, he's got a good channel and he's making great progress on his layout. If that's the person you're talking about, is Jason Wood.
Yeah, that's him.
JNW, right? That's
he just built. I don't know how many. I know he built 1 or 2 helixes on that thing. I want to go back and watch those helix videos.
He had 2 helixes on there. So
I'll have to have Sparky come down and build me a helix. Never open a damn order again. And then, and this, look at TSG Multimedia. That's another thing. I think now, nobody's forcing anybody to join like these memberships and stuff for YouTube and that. And I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, and make people go into memberships in order to get the notifications, maybe. I don't know. Because I think a lot of people are being turned off of YouTube in general, just the average guy. because
Yeah,
membership.
because I mean, the guys that are just starting out now, they're screwed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because if they like this one guy just said that Sal Garcia says he's starting his bench work, and if he starts to do any videos and they don't give notifications to people that subscribe to him, he's going to be a sad boy because nobody's going to be watching his videos.
Yeah. I mean, how's he ever going to grow his channel? How is any of us?
Exactly, and that's another thing too. If they don't give notifications, and if we don't watch a video where a person has 15 or 20 or 100 subscribers, and they want to grow the channel, they're not going to be able to do that if they don't get if we don't get notifications that they posted a video.
Yeah.
They
don't want you to do the subscriber 1-for-1 subscriber type thing, but there's so many channels and there's so many great channels. I can't keep up with them all. I don't have enough hours in a day. I mean, I don't care if you're sitting there as a retired person and you do nothing else but watch YouTube. You could not watch every YouTube video from every person. You just can't do
it. You can't. And when I started YouTube in 2011, it was YouTube's policy to do sub for sub.
Mm-hmm.
They would actually tell you, if you watch this person and you like it, go ahead and sub to him, and they will sub back to you. That was their plan.
Yeah, it's like a courtesy thing.
And now all of a sudden they don't want to do sub for sub. What's up with that? I mean, that's stupid.
One day I'm at a certain number of subscribers, and the next day I lost 10. I'm like, what happened? Then the next day I'm up 5, and then I'm down 2. And I'm like, I can't. I don't know. It's crazy.
And that Gary Weiss told me that today. He says, I don't know why, but I'm losing subscribers. Well, because number one, if someone subscribes to you, according to the new rules, if someone subscribes to you and they don't leave a comment, YouTube is just going to get rid of it.
Maybe that's what's happening, because I don't always get a chance to make comments. I watch stuff, or if I watch it on my TV, because I have the YouTube on the TV, unless I'm just got a weird TV, I can't comment on the TV. So if I don't have my phone with me and I'm not like on YouTube, I can have YouTube open, watch the show on the TV, and I have to comment on my phone.
Really? So here's a guy, Rail Artist. He's been considering starting a YouTube channel seriously, but with all the bull BS going on these days, maybe after the elections. Well, that could be a problem too.
Yeah, maybe.
So
who knows? Everything's so politically charged in many ways right now, and it's like even Roy Smith was saying it's Jason Wood that I was talking about. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I'm thinking that I think once the guys who have a lot of subscribers that actually do this for a living, that they're going to complain to Google and YouTube and probably hopefully get it reversed.
Yeah, because our communities, the railroad community, it's not that we're not a big community, but most of us don't have 100, 200 million subscribers. We're not doing stunts and crazy videos, and I don't know. My wife watches all kinds of weird stuff on YouTube too. So it's like the weirder you are with your videos, it seems like, or the niche that you're in like that, it seems like they get a lot of subscribers.
And you're saying that we're not a big community, but I think the opposite. I think we are a big community as far as the niche goes, worldwide, because I mean, we're doing this right here, and you think that it's only going to the boys here in the United States, but it's not. It's going across the pond. It's going across the ocean. I mean, it's going worldwide,
That's true. I mean, maybe I should word it as far as maybe no single person has like those. Maybe they do, and I just don't know them. And they don't necessarily have the million or the 100,000 or the number of subscribers that some of these other channels have, or other people that make videos have. At least not most people I know or watch. I mean, I think we all have pretty good channels and we do pretty good work. I don't know.
Well, I think mostly everybody that I watch has great channels. I mean,
When I've said it before, I like actually watching some of the guys that only have 10 or 15 or 100 subscribers, or you know what I mean, that are and even some of the younger, I don't say kids, but the younger modelers, because man, they got the ideas, man. They just flowing.
And that's another thing too, because the younger modelers, again, are not going to be able to grow their channel, because if they don't get if we don't get notifications for them, they're sunk before they even start.
It's true.
Sam Strange has 86,000 followers. James Wright has 30,000. THD has 36,000 followers out there. Yeah, we know, and I'm sure hopefully the guys with these big channels will go ahead and complain to Google, and maybe they'll change it. Who knows? I don't know why they did it. To me, thinking about it, I think it's going to be hurting them more than it's going to. I mean, it's going to be hurting us more, but I think it's going to be hurting them because the advertisements that they do, we're not going to see it. So how are they going to make that? How are they going to make their revenue if people don't click on an advertisement, right? So.
Well, I get annoyed too. I feel like, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like you can't even watch a video anymore without being interrupted with an ad. And there's times where it's like even several ads. When I used to play them in the beginning, you either watch them or you don't, whatever. It was fine. But now they're like right in the middle of the videos now. They almost force you to have to watch at least a few seconds of the ad, And I mean, I know that's how they make the money. Don't get me wrong, but it's annoying as hell.
I let the ads run. I let it run the 10 seconds or whatever it is, just so I can make the 2 cents and Google makes their money. But it's not good, not good at all.
I've noticed a lot more where you used to be able to skip the ads, hit the skip button, and I noticed.
I think Dave froze up. And there's nothing I can do to help him out.
It's a lot more where you have to let it play for like the 10 seconds, video.
Right.
I still froze on my back.
No, you're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. The wind must have blew funny or something. On my AT&T non-existent satellite,
Hold on a minute. My name is Christopher Bingham. Eric's dad would like the chance to talk to you about my son since my ex-wife won't tell me anything about what happened to my son. Well, you know what? I don't know exactly what happened to your son. I'm sorry to say that, Mr. Binghamman. All I can say is that he was at my house a month before, and so I really don't know what exactly happened now. His mom was supposed to call me and let me know what was going on, but she never did either. So I'm just as much in the dark as you are, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was very sad to hear.
Yeah, and like I said, he was at my house a month ago. He actually helped me do some of the framework on my layout. But I really don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Because the boy was like my son, I mean, he's 22 years old, and my youngest daughter is just a couple of years older than him, so.
Yeah, that's
we're getting sick to excessive advertising. And that's another thing about the advertisement. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but a lot of these videos that are on now are getting 3 and 4 advertisements on each video. And it's really getting sickening,
That's what I'm talking about.
So, I don't know if they're picking certain channels out to do that, or I have no clue.
And, and as much as I like running strings and things, boy, the Railroad Academy comes up on damn near everything I watch. Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
So, man, I was watching some kind of music video type YouTube thing. Well, it had nothing to do with trains, and it came up as an ad for me. on several of them.
I'm a big fan of young people that are into music.
Yeah.
This past week, I watched a couple of young girls. They were like 6, 7, 8, and 12 years old that were doing some videos. And let me tell you, I told them, one of them had no comments that you couldn't comment on. She was like a 6-year-old. But the one that was 12 years old, I left a comment that she needs to go on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Because her voice was like, for a 12-year-old, was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I like a lot of those kind of things too. I like that stuff.
Yeah, you used to play drums, right?
No, it's my son that plays the drums.
Oh, your son plays
drums. In fact, I heard from him today finally. He finally actually started basic training. Been there 7.5 weeks at Fort Benning.
Oh, so he's in the military?
Huh?
Your son's in the military?
Yeah, he's in the Army, yeah.
Oh.
So, but he just left June 30th, and then between COVID quarantine and just quarantine and waiting to. Evidently, it's hurry up and wait in the military. So
that's
I
always,
got a big call today from him that he started.
Yeah.
He's starting basic finally. It's crazy.
Let's see.
That was a good call. He ended up testing positive for COVID, and he had to go into a different area and be quarantined. So,
those advertisements can get pretty annoying, especially like when they're right and they say they try and put it in a space where, you know, and I doubt very much if they're watching every video to know exactly where they're going to put their advertisements, you know, because like I said, I was watching this one little girl doing her thing, singing, and all of a sudden in the middle of her song, they put an advertisement. It's like, why? You know, let the little girl finish what she was doing, you know, before you put an advertisement up there. It's good to know our military leaders are afraid of the virus. Okay. Let's see what we else got. Sparky, I would pay my railroad academy $2 if they would just go away. Okay. Anyhow, let's see. Z-Scal Ray, nice to see you in here. I didn't see you earlier, and I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to you earlier. And it looks like I got quite a few people that entered the contest here. I'll have to go in my other room to check out.
Shane's Trains. Vinny and Dave, have you guys considered putting a channel boxcar on value trains? You know, I'd love to do that. I just can't afford to put the money out to do so.
Where was that question?
Shane's Trains at 853.
Yeah. No, that's Shane's Trains. He used to play the drums. It's for life. He used to ride a bike. I guess I didn't see that. I'll have to check that one out tomorrow when this becomes a video.
Yeah. I know James Wright did some kind of a boxcar through value trains for his 10-year anniversary or something like that. And then, if you guys know Eddie Toombs, he just did a run through AccuRail of hopper cars, covered hopper, and the guys were able to buy them if they wanted to, and they were nice, but it wasn't cheap to do it, you know. And my finance director said, "Not a chance in hell." Detailing everybody. Hopper cars that wants one, you know. So, but yeah, I think I'd have to get with Wilmer and the guys. I think if the four of us could pull money together to do some kind of a boxcar for On Track Tuesday with all 4 channels or some kind of logo on it, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, and speaking of logos, I'm going to get with you because I want to buy one of your T-shirts.
Oh, with me? Okay. Yeah, I gotta get one of yours too. I keep putting it off.
Yeah, I need to.
I don't wear hats, but I like your shirts.
I have. I've had another request for shirts. I don't know if I want to do another order or just hang out and see if anybody else wants more. Because you and this other person only makes 2, and I won't get the discount that I want to get if I only do 2.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see about that.
If you do another run of them, I'll do it. The next run you do, if you do another run or however you want to work.
What size do you wear?
Me? This depends on either a 1 or a 2X.
A 1 or 2X, because I have one guy who's not got in touch with me yet, and he told me he wanted one, so I went ahead and ordered it. It's a 3X. It's too big.
That'd be a little big on me.
Yeah, okay. But I do have that one T-shirt that I'm going to sell that one. I think I'm just going to sell it for what I paid, which is $20. So if anybody wants that shirt, let me know, and we'll see what we can work out.
Cool.
75 in here. Okay. Highline and Husky. Oh, it's this guy. Hi, Training Freak. Highline and Husky Mooch Squad. Okay, you're new here. I haven't seen you here. That's cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. John, TSG Multimedia. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier, and I'm sorry if I didn't, but how are you? Glad to make it in here. Scott Johnson, how's it going? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Well, we're almost at an hour, so I think we're going to go ahead and wind this down. If you guys have any other questions for either me or David, please let us know in the chat, and we'll try and answer it if we can. Let's see, Vinny, can you say your email address, please? My email, which one do you want? You want for the contest? If the contest one is bnsf6951@outlook.com. All right, so Louisville and Nashville. Glad to see you in here. You're also new, and I hope you enjoyed the chat tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been fun.
No
sorry, there was a group up with. I gave you the wrong email address or something, and then
I'll tell you, I sent you,
no prep work at all.
At first, I sent you a text message saying I'm going to send you the link at 4:30. And I didn't get an answer, and I said, "Uh-oh, what's going on here? Is he still at work?" Because I know you work weird hours because you're a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought maybe you might have got caught, in doing some surgery or something with one of the doctors, and you were going to be late or something like that. Oh man, what am I going to do? So and Sparky got involved, and it's like, oh man, we got to get it. Then I find out that the telephone number you gave me was wrong because I'm texting this guy, and so I'm not Dave.
I'm going to have to send you all that stuff again. Then that's why we get it right.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
So now you putting up another build video tomorrow for the layout, or I didn't get to watch last week.
Tomorrow is going to be
for your expansion, or are you done with that?
No, I think I'm going to be doing. I think it's going to be the build that I'm doing for Matt.
Okay.
And Matt, I'm sorry. I know I seen you in here earlier. I didn't say hello to you, but hi, how you doing? Matt Brower is the person I am doing the build for. And I had done some private videos with him just to make sure that what I'm doing is what he likes. And you guys are not going to see the building anymore as far as the building itself because it's already painted, and I don't want to reveal the paint job on it yet. But Matt does know what the paint job is, and he loves the color. So we're going to go with that. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be doing all the external type stuff, like the elevator and all the what do they call those? The dryers that go on the side of the building. I forgot what they call them. But anyhow, all the exterior stuff is what I'm going to be doing now. And then getting all the doors and windows in and all that kind of stuff. And then probably I'm hoping that this build, because I have two builds for this kid. I call him a kid. I have two builds for this. The first one is the one where he wanted the gigantic mill, which he told me is a food processing industry, and he wants to call it Cousin Vinny's.
Nice.
So I told him, I said, listen, you name it to what you want. I'm not going to name it.
You got a canned sauce there? Pasta sauce.
Pasta. So tell me something. How are you Italian with a name like Thurba?
Well, my mother's Italian. That's why
Okay.
I got Nakabuchi Cement Company and Sand Company over there. She's 100% Italian. Nakabuchi, Rinaldi. And then my dad's a German and Irish, so Thurber's German, so that's where I get that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But the good half is Italian.
The good half is Italian.
So yeah, that's how that happened. Yeah, it's
Okay, Dave, take it easy, buddy. Are you trained, man? Talk to you later. Thanks for showing up tonight. I appreciate that, buddy. You got 66 in here right now. All right. Well, we're over an hour now, Dave. You want to cut or you want to continue?
No, I'm going to actually go up and have dinner.
Well, that's me too. Because
that's okay. I mean, we could, if guys want to keep talking, we can I'll hang out. I don't care. It's not a big deal.
yeah,
I'm enjoying myself.
We have guys that are leaving right now. Anyhow, good show tonight, guys. Like the format. Thank you. I appreciate that, Joe Rader. All right, Robert Small. Robert, did you get my message that I sent the package out to you and to your grandson? I hope you heard that earlier or got the message earlier. All right, so you guys all know about the contest. It's going to be, you guys already have the heads up. I know that I have gotten probably 10 or 15 entries already, but it's going to officially start tomorrow when I do the announcement video. I'll probably do that early in the morning and post the video, and hopefully people will get the notifications to do this contest. Anyhow, I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. I appreciate the super chats this evening. William A. Best and worst spots on your layout. Like and dislike.
All right.
Dave's asking you.
This may not be long for the future. Maybe I'll talk about that Tuesday. I have on I was going to say, the east end of my yard, that yard lead has been a pain in my neck from day one. I did not plan it out well. And I did a little modification for it, so it is better, but it's still not right. And so it's probably my worst location there. And unfortunately, it's right where you start to climb to go up into the peninsula and that. So there's just a lot of stuff going on. And if I knew then what I know now kind of scenario, you know. On the other end of the yard, the yard lead is nice. It's long. There's no issues ever. But, you know, that's kind of not a fun spot for me there. Everything else is pretty good, though. The end of the peninsula where I did the co-op, CRNE co-op, man, I just couldn't figure the end of that peninsula out for the life of me. Like what I wanted to put on that side. The mine on the original side, the mine went in great. No problems there, but I just couldn't figure out the layout of that grain company. It came out okay now, but it took me a long time to figure that one out.
How big is your layout?
Huh?
How big is your layout?
Technically, it's like 11 wide by 19, and the longest wall is 19 long. The peninsula is about 12 feet long. But I got this other area. There's a whole plan going. If I can get the boss to say yes, there's a whole plan in my head.
I was just going to ask. I thought you had mentioned that the boss said it was okay for you to expand.
Yeah, but it's getting more. I go big or go home is the way it goes with me. So we'll see what happens. I may need a helix, or two. I don't know. We'll see what happens. A lot of thoughts going on, a lot of ideas. But, you know, I feel like I've learned a lot doing this. There's a lot of things I didn't know when I started. And the guy that planned the layout did what I asked him to do. But operational-wise, it's just not very feasible. It just doesn't work great. And I think that even to modify it or just expand it and leave what I have, I don't know. I don't know that I can modify it enough to make it right.
Yeah, so, well, that's something you have to sit down and think about. For me, I'm just winging it. I know that my subdivision goes from Phoenix up to Williams, and I never did finish the Williams part, and that's why I did this expansion, because I wanted to finish the Williams part.
Yeah.
Because the Williams, up in Williams, they have the Grand Canyon Railroad, which I'm going to kind of display a little bit. Just it's going to be static. But also the Transcontinental is up there also, and I wanted to show that my subdivision does connect with the Transcon.
See, that's what I want to do too. Now, as much as I like the Crooked River and Eastern and how I got the name and stuff, it's not really modeled after anything in particular. So I almost think I'd be happier or be easier to model almost if I did try to follow like a certain subdivision of CSX or whatever. I'd have to. So I would have to do some research on what runs through here. I still want to stay somewhat like Ohio down through Maryland area. You know, even, you know, I love that Tropicana train that CSX runs. In fact, I ordered all of the Atlas Tropicana cars that they came out with to do this fall, I guess.
So where do you live? You live in Pennsylvania?
I live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're right on the lake. So it runs. CSX runs right across the lake. I don't know what that's called, what that line is called. I got to research it. But yeah, right through New York, through Ohio, and on over to Chicago, I believe. I don't know what the line is called, but
yeah,
you know, it used to be the old nickel plate, I think.
I have next week. I'm gonna have a special guest. It's not gonna have anything to do with live streams at all. I don't want to mention who it's going to be, but he's usually in here. I did not see him in here tonight. He's probably working. He is an engineer, and he he agreed to be on my show next week. So we'll be doing that next week. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down now because I think I'm hungry. I want to go and eat, and I'm sure Dave's hungry too. And I appreciate all you guys being in here tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being a guest for me, Dave. I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks for having me on. My pleasure.
And so with all that being said, we'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great weekend, and look for my video tomorrow for the official contest video. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye for now, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Take care, Dave. Bye.
Okay, bye.